Let's see what they've got in store for us here, the lads. Choi's just messing with you.
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I definitely see Hammond being a viable option. Rascal on Widow makes a ton of sense. And I meant, no, Rascal on Pharah, and then Widow is really good on a lot of these stages. Let's go, San Francisco. Running an interesting composition. Firing rockets over the top. Rascal is a great Pharah, so we'll see how the Los Angeles Gladiators respond to this.
Well, Surefor's going to make it his life's work to just get on Striker, it seems. But at least to threaten him, because as with the mobility that he has on Sombra, he's going to be able to work his way over there. Sure enough, he's got his eyes on the back line. He's got his eyes on Widow, so Surefor's going to be saying hello in a moment.
The supports are back there with Striker, keeping them all happy and healthy, so it's going to be hard for him to find a target. Really nice shot. Striker opens it up. 2 tanks now down to the aggressive play of the San Francisco Shock.
Now there it is. Striker already showing us what he's capable of. He's going to have to see if the Gladiators are going to opt for a change here, coming back into it, or if they're going to stick to this play. Rascal's now on the Ana, so we've seen the shift already coming out here. No longer going to be running the Pharah. He wasn't getting enough done with it. Instead, he's going to go over to the healer so that they get a little bit more support on the Shock side of things.
Still no one in control of the point as they continue to battle it out. Big Goose finally connects his headshot of his own onto Striker. Does seem like the Gladiators are in position to take first control.
Getting into it. Big Goose looking for the wrap. He's capable of it. Choi right now, though, out in the open, will get forced to translocate back. Denied. No Hammond to the face here for Big Goose. It's going to be a dead Smurf instead.
And now they're just trying to escape, but it doesn't seem like Zen's going to be able to get out. Nope, it's just Lucio running the retreat. And you know what makes sense why to bring in Striker instead of Architect if you're going to play Widow? Is Striker was probably warming up his Widow. You can't ask Architect to play Brigida all day and then be like, oh, go hit headshots.
True.
Striker's probably coming in warm on it.
But, you know, then we go right back to the same strategy again because Striker's now on Zarya. So here we go, Hex. They're breaking your heart. If you want to, you can just, the door's right there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm out. I'll stay. It's all right.
I'm just thinking, the thing is I'm distracted because I'm just thinking that Boston and Dallas both missed a huge opportunity by not picking up Smurf.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Team colors, it would have been perfect.
An enormous hack comes down and the kill cleanup comes in over the top and changed composition, still same result, 50% for the Los Angeles Gladiators. They are on their way to some ultimate abilities coming up as well. Void's gonna have self-destruct, no Graviton to combo with it though, so just let it fly.
Beep, beep. The taxi's here. Big Goose. Just going to ferry Surefor back into the fight that much faster. And then a little bit of the presence here on the point, but it's not quite going to be enough. There's plenty of Gladiators around here to stall things out. 70% and counting for the Gladiators. Roar's got his Primal as well, but they get hacked. Or 2 of them will hit with the EMP. Big Goose and Hydration right now have to be careful, as well as Void. Hydration hanging in there, but he eventually goes down. Rascal will find that kill with the help of the Sombra. Sound barrier getting thrown in by Moth as well, and so right into it now. Just trading these ults. Trading the big brief back and forth. Big Goose and Rascal getting killed. It's the back line that are getting beat up.
It does flip over. They're not done with this one yet. All they need to do is win this fight and take it back. A nice Transcendence keeps everyone alive. Super low is Smurf and Shortfort will finish him off. Lucio's dancing up top. And it does seem like the Los Angeles Gladiators are going to pick it back up. There's a Sombra near the point who can touch it and extend overtime for San Francisco. Oh, they're just flailing around. They're looking for it.
They're looking for it. They're like, hey, we know you're still on it. EMP is nearly online again, though, for Choi Obin, so this is going to be interesting. Overtime wick going down, though, and they will be able to touch and contest. Choi Obin looking for the angle. Is he going to get it? Yes! Monster EMP! Monster! 4 get hacked. 4 surely going to die. Well, at least Big Goose is going to be able... Well, there we go. We get the 4th on Roar. Big Goose somehow survives. And Void demeched. So San Francisco fighting right back.
Well, this Hammond play has been a staple of Busan, and they're just going to body block Pilot, Diva. Every second counts. Got to wait to respawn and wait for your team. So, especially on Control, where seconds equal percentage points, really important to take every single one.
Eventually, he'll be able to get back in. Yep, there we go. Gets ferried back in by the taxi Big Goose. Now we got the Grav online here for Surefor. Still waiting on him to charge up some energy, though. Right now, he is a weak kitten. Oh, no, never mind. Just throws it in there. Let's go. Striker solo Grav, and he is dead. Immediately, Rascal cut off from the rest of his team as well. Just goes for the rally in desperation, just throwing ultimates out there left and right.
It's a strategy we've seen more and more as the Overwatch League continues on this year, is solo grabbing a single tank on the other team, because when you're running similar compositions like this, being up 6-5 is enormous, so you might as well just get the value. You don't have to hit 3 in a Graviton to win a fight.
Well, this is now all the pressure on San Francisco. They're going for wholesale changes on their side, trying to get into the fight faster. Striker is back on his faithful Tracer. I expect him to 1v6 them right now immediately. EMP is certainly going to help things as well. Choyobin setting it up for his team. Sleepy dropping dangerously low, though, will be able to survive just a while longer.
Yeah, Shaz was clutch there. He didn't get EMP'd, was able to Transcendence and keep his useless teammates alive as they were unable to use abilities. And now it's pretty much all over but the cleanup here. Hammond and Lucio dancing around.
Yeah, Surefour finds a kill on Rascal. It's just going to be Choyobin. Choyobin, oh, never mind, solo sound barrier from Moth. But that's only going to draw it out a little further here, as it will be the Los Angeles Gladiators picking up the first point. Match point for them.
San Francisco seemed like they came into it with a plan, very specific heroes, and then it fell apart and they just started picking whatever. Moved Zarya, moved Rascal onto Brigitte. I want to see Rascal play Ashe. I want to see Rascal play Genji, Pharah.
But do you realize, like, that is going to be the difficult thing, especially because they're not warmed up. Yeah. So it's you have to play, if you're going to run these damage strats, it has to be finely crafted, and then you're not allowed to make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you're behind in the match. Yeah. And that's what Gladiators are showing right now. They're just like, well, we're just sticking to our guns because we know it works.
Yeah. Well, that's what 3 Tech Zoo supports really allows you to do, is to make mistakes and cover up for your team all the time with bubbles and healing and so much displacement of the other team.
Stuns. Yeah, it's just you're trading damage for just a whole toolbox worth of stuff to stay alive and be a nuisance.
Now Striker's going to try the Widow again, though. I like it. It's another good stage for it.
Well, sure for it. Let's see, Striker. Looking for it. Smurf got hacked. Looks like he'll survive, though, just fine. Los Angeles Gladiators still working their way in. And Striker will find the shot to kick things off. The headshot on Shaz. Perhaps really this means the San Francisco Shock will start strong. Striker dropping very low, though. He's going to get top back up.
Doing the damage, and it's that 1 kill that allows him to take first point. He's got a Sombra on him, but going to be healed up and protected by his team. This is a nice little nook. Able to shoot down the sides, just misses the headshot on Shaz.
And he's got the whole side as well. He gets the headshot on Roar. He gets the follow-up as well.
I love the Hammond and Widow combination. That pile driver knocks people up into the air as easy as shooting clay pigeons.
And Roar is like, well, now the walls come up. Great. Could have used that a second ago. Well, he's going to go ahead and bring his own portable wall. Now we get the Ryan into play. So the shields will be there.
My EMP is charging.
Striker just patient at this point.
It's kind of an interesting info site there because everyone was still in spawn. Probably just wanted to scout the information of where they're coming from.
Yeah. So now he's in position. Long range, but even more shields to work with. So he's got to be perfect. He has to hit every shot now at this point. Gets a body shot on Shaz. That's not good enough. Headshot. Oh, just barely misses. Opportunities abound, and Striker, he needs to take advantage of them.
He's trying to catch them when they're moving and rotating. Once they're all set up like this, it's going to be very difficult to find the angle. Smurf's able to drop a minefield. Surefour steps on it. Nice headshot onto Hydration. Striker's doing some work.
Striker is getting it in there. I mean, this is brutal, though. Shaz had to back off. That allowed Hydration to die. Now Striker, hey, there it is. The kill on Big Goose, and it's looking like they will get the flip back. So San Francisco, they give up control only to win the fight, and they're going to extend their lead. 53% and counting.
They haven't really even pressured Striker out of his positions. They're kind of lazily throwing fire strikes at him, but they're not really rushing into him, like losing a Lucio to push a tank into him. They're kind of relying on Surefour to just at least be a nuisance, but there's been really good support for Striker on that Widow, and now throw him the curveball. Here comes the Zarya instead.
Yeah, the Zarya and Smurf has switched to Ryan of his own. Shaz is back on the Zenyatta, though, so they'll have that Discord to actually kill things. And there's a beautiful EMP from Surefour right over the top. Moth was hiding, though, so he gets the sound barrier off. Can they get enough focus in here with the Discords? It might be possible to find some kills. Moth caught on the wrong side of the wall from Sleepy. He goes down. There's a chance here for the Gladiators to get it done. Void surviving thanks to his teammates. Choyobin now the only one here on this fight.
Pushed him off. The hero swap was interesting in a couple ways because they just want to fight, they have control of the stage, and they decide to kind of swap without it. Usually you see a swap after you failed something, so it was really cool strategy to change that up, but it does put you behind in ultimates usually. Being at 92% though, they know they're going to have time to get to their ultimate abilities up. Getting a Graviton up would be huge for them, so really nice. Short four, going to bust out the Cowboy, a McCree in play now.
Yeah, I really wanted to shut down Choyopen. Perhaps he's going to go in for it now. Big Goose caught out in the open. The focus fire isn't there though. Choyopen can't follow up with the kill. Nothing coming from that EMP, and now the support ults are coming online here for the Gladiators. Once again, Shaz gonna have that Transcendence, but it wasn't fast enough to keep his team alive.
And McCree's a good answer to Sombra, but Choyopen gets the better of him there. The Graviton up, a solo grab onto the opposing Zarya. Works out just fine. Tanks will fall. San Francisco takes control of the points.
Back and forth we go. Hydration solo rallies, trying to get that bonus armor so that he lasts a little while longer. Shaz had to go to the Zoomyada to get onto the point a little bit faster as well. And they're all dying one after another. And this is looking like true to form, Hex. We're going the distance. Last possible point of this series.
It's been a fun one so far, but one stage to decide it all. After 1-1 on our tiebreaker in Busan. This guy's got to be tired out there.
This is brutal. It's a marathon every match. And in these sorts of scenarios where every mistake is going to come back to bite you.
I really hope Striker stays on the Widow here. This is the map specifically I was talking about with some really great Widow vantage points that almost no one else can get to. You have to have a flight ability to be able to get up there. And so you just sit on top of the building, wait for them to take the standard rollout, which is dead center straight away, and just plink heads. I think he's going to stay on it.
Let's see.
Every Game 5 this season has gone to 3 rounds. Well, if it's close all the way through, right? This is the spot.
Let's see, I'm sensing a pattern. Captain Planet, the Trout, on his game, and Striker certainly on his as well. He's been hitting shots. We'll start waking up there towards the end. There's a beautiful headshot, gets the D-Mech on Void, renders him useless. Hydration will get the kill on Smurf though. Looked like a stun, so that's no good. Trading 1 for 1.
Still no one even putting a toe on the point, but with that kill from short forward, they're going to feel much more comfortable just hanging out on the point. Eliminating Widow means you don't have to guard your sight lines. You can just kind of be wherever you want. It's a very nice kill from short forward's Sombra.
And instant swaps coming through here from San Francisco. Just going right back to the strategy that won them the last point. So back into the 3-3. Well, 3-2-1, I guess.
Yeah, 3-2-1. Sombra in the mix.
The hacks are going through, though, for sure for it. Now, well, we'll see. It is just San Francisco Shock hanging out on the point. Everybody behind the Rhine shield. Let's all just hang out over here in this little nook. And, well, as far as Gladiators are concerned, eventually they're going to have to do something about it. And, yeah, sure enough, Roar, it's pissed off. He's going to go ahead and try and punch him out into the open, where perhaps they can take advantage of this play. Big Goose finds the kill on Choi. And he's looking for it, trying to chuck him onto the rails. Brutal.
Really nice isolation play there by Roar. I thought he was going to get rewarded with even more, but now the EMP comes in, and now it's swinging back the other way. But is it enough? No! Hydration catches himself a triple. Short four with the cleanup. Gladiators about 40% away from winning this series.
That was looking so good for a moment there. That the hero EMP opens it all up. Surefour once again coming through the clutch for his team. And now he's hanging out on the edge as well, ready to just harass the flanks.
Well, the flip side of getting EMP'd is you can't use ultimates. So San Francisco's got about 5 of them ready to go, almost 6. So they're going to start using their abilities.
EMP only catches Hydration, but that's still a good start. Rascal will win there. Choyopen's out of it, but that's fine too. Surefour trading it out. Now we're going to get the Primal once again here from Roar. Straight into it. We'll be contesting on that point. Got to be careful. Don't want to get caught in that corner. He's doing a good job of just sowing chaos in the ranks. Shaz to find the kill on Rascal. Soundberry is going to get thrown in by Moth.
They've done such a great job of singling out targets and calling it out so that those targets are then eliminated. The focus fire target calling has been great. Super's in trouble again. He's discorded again. Or that's Smurf, sorry.
Yeah, but they are going to get separated once again, and this is the moment here for the Gladiators. 99%, only going to be Striker and Choi. There is still a couple here for San Francisco Shock. The Coalescence pointing. That's the point. That's where we need to win the fight. Get on it. May not be enough, though, for the Shock. too good here on the Gladiator side of things. Rascal is gone and is spinning out of control. The Gladiators will succeed in the end on home turf. 3-2 victory.
A well-fought match from San Francisco Shock. Made a lot of changes at their deep roster. Not quite enough there towards the end. The Gladiators have this great style, which is so passive, and then they find a single target, solo them out, and call it with Big Goose moving people around, or when he's on Primal Rage Winston. They've done such a great job. It must be so frustrating to play against.
It's when you're just getting picked apart one step after another, when you try and change things up as well and it's not working out for you, so you feel behind in the game. You are behind in the game if you're having to change rosters all the time, trying to adapt. Didn't quite go San Francisco Shock's way today, but still they held their own against the Gladiators. Gladiators with some impressive play.
Big Goose and Chaz continue to be the top tier of support in this league, working well together. They both bring so much of the game, and they're both so well-rounded, as we mentioned in the halftime break. There's not really, I'm a damaged Zenyatta, or I'm a healing Zenyatta, or I'm just a booping Lucio. They really have their game all figured out.
So now we're gonna go ahead and hand it over to our sideline reporter for an interview.
Thank you guys so much. Shields up, Gladiator fans. I have Shorfor here for a quick interview. Shorfor, so MonteCristo actually put you guys 5th and San Francisco Shock 1st on his power rankings. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Do you have anything you want to say to Monty?
I mean, Overwatch is pretty hard to predict, so.
Ooh, nice. I think Monty heard that. I'm pretty sure he heard it. Alrighty. Next up, your next match will be against the Paris Eternal, who had a very strong and very dominant first showing. How do you think the Gladiators are going to match up against them?
I think if we play like we did today and just iron out some more stuff, then I think we'll be fine. I mean, GOATS is all just about being disciplined and not being nervous and making sure you take fights when you need to and making sure you don't get caught out. So as long as we just play like we did today, I think we'll do well.
Alrighty, very good insight. Everybody give it up for Shorfor one more time. That's it for the interview. Back to you guys, Hex and Semmler.
Thanks very much, Danny. This